How you doing, friends? Happy 2021. It's the 2021 edition of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail. Can you even believe it? It's all brought to you, by the way, Niece's Country Sausage, so thank you very much for that, and thank you for joining us. I feel most of you, I'll just speak for myself. I am trying to eat healthier in the new year. It seems that it's my resolution every year, and I do really great for a while, and then I get bored. So I'm gonna make it my goal to bring to you some healthy recipes that taste good. They're not all gonna be super duper healthy, because you have to vary it up in your life a little bit, and that's what we'll do on Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail. But we're gonna try, because I think it can be done. I think that we can create something that tastes fantastic, that you don't feel guilty about eating or drinking. Which brings me to the most important part, well, one of them anyway, of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail, the cocktail part. I'm gonna need your help, you guys, because we came up with this cocktail looking for a way. I said, look, I don't wanna have a simple syrup. I don't wanna have anything that's a heavy liquor or a lot of heavy wines or anything like that for right now. I want something with a clear liquor, and I wanted something that had 0 to very little calories. So we came up with the following concoction, and we need you to help us name it. I'll tell you as we're mixing the cocktail, hi, Producer Ben.
Hello.
Hey. Producer Ben has had several of the cocktails already, so I know that it's delicious. I'm gonna make myself one. Let's get started. And as always, I wanna know how you're doing. It's been a while since we've connected. We've cooked together, and you can leave all your comments in the comment section, obviously. Producer Ben will read everything that you're writing, we think. And also, no, we're not gonna?
I don't know, we'll find out.
Okay, we're using the new program, everybody. Told you we've been talking to you about this brand new program. We have a camera up here. We have a camera right there.
Sorry.
Switching, are you switching both?
Up.
Hello, don't be getting it close to my nails.
Okay, got it.
I have not had a manicure in a very long while, so don't be getting it close up the nails. But cool, right? You can see what's going on above, and then you can see what's going on like this, face to face.
And as long as Katie warns me before she wants me to go top or bottom.
That's no promises. I'm in radio, so I don't know how television works, but I do know how Facebook Live works, so we'll just go with that. All right, on to our cocktail. We're going to start with some lime. No calories, adds a lot of flavor. Gonna just take a slice of lime here. It's not that easy to cut, there we go. We're gonna put it down into our tall glass. I'm gonna take some sprigs of some mint. You can add as many sprigs of mint as you want. I like it minty. I think it adds a lot of flavor. No calories. Right? Or I mean, very little. I think there's
doesn't count.
A calorie in here.
Doesn't count calories.
Yeah, it doesn't count calories, just flavor calories, or just flavor. So I'm gonna add a bunch of mint leaves, and then we have our muddler. What's up? Nothing?
No, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna muddle this. Basically just means squish it all together. Get all those flavors incorporated. Now I think in like a traditional mojito, this is where we would be adding some of the sugar to get onto the mint leaves and get all the flavor out and release some of the oils in the mint. But we're not doing that today. We're gonna keep it light.
Haley says to look into the skinny mixes as well. I guess there's some skinny cocktail mixes.
Yeah, so is it like the Skinny Girl ones from, that's Mrs. Chris. You can say, you can say hi. You're very famous, I said you can come in and get the kids dinner, and she did it. The Skinny Girl mixes, I think, are from Bethany Frankel from Real Housewives. I don't even know if I'm in frame right now, but
she says you can find them at TJ Maxx and order from their website.
Oh, okay, and they're pretty good. Some of the ones that I've tasted kind of, stevia, they recommend in a lot of I was looking at low sugar, low carb kind of cocktails, and a lot of those were suggesting using a stevia, and I don't know. I kind of think that it leaves a funky film aftertaste. I've heard if you get a really good one, it doesn't do that, but I have yet to find the really good one. Just add a little bit of ice to my glass. We are going to use a vodka, clear liquids, clear liquors, they recommend, they say, are lower calorie. So we're gonna do an ounce of vodka. Pour that right in there. And then we're also going to add Fresca. And I like Fresca a lot because it is, for the most part, a diet soda, but it's also kind of like a diet carbonated fruit juice in a way. 0 calories, 0 calories, 1 carb for the entire bottle, so, you know, use sparingly. But we use Fresca for, and I think we've made them on the program before, our really quick down and dirty palomas, where we take tequila and just add our Fresca
and lime juice.
And you're good. You can drink these on the beach all day long. So not necessarily a winter cocktail that I'm making, but it is for the new year because we're going kind of healthy. So we're going to add to this 3 ounces of Fresca. And you can totally eyeball this at this point. And then I'm going to top her off with a little bit of club soda. And you know what? I think we decided we liked it a little bit heavier on the club soda because it makes it more of like a spritzer. Get more bang for your buck, you know what I mean? We give it a big old stir. And that's our cocktail. I called it because it's kind of like a mix. Cheers, by the way, everybody. Happy 2021. Cheers, Producer Ben.
Cheers.
That's good. That's light, refreshing. I like it. It's like a mix between, like I said, a Paloma, but also a mojito.
So what's the flavor in Fresca? It's
Grapefruit. It's a like a citrus grapefruit. So that's why I say the Paloma, because the Paloma, even though that's tequila, it's the citrusy, the grapefruit. What about like a Frescajito?
Sounds pretty
I don't
good.
know. Maybe it'll come to me after I've had another one of these.
Maybe we should rely on everyone else.
If you have a name for this, give it to me. Because we're going to be drinking a lot of these, I feel, in 2021.
So we have Fresca, lime, mint, vodka, or your choice of
Yeah, you
alcohol.
can put tequila in there. You can put light rum in there if you wanted.
And top with club soda.
So there you go. All right, you guys. For the cooking portion, since we got the cocktail portion down, we're going to be making a stuffed chicken breast. Typically, I think of stuffed chicken breast as really heavy. I feel like typically what happens is the filling is very oily, very heavy, and then the chicken gets really dry. Today we're going to make something that is a stuffed chicken that's not like that. So we're going to get started with wilting down some spinach. We have 2 cups of spinach here. It's going to be a chicken breast that's going to be stuffed with with spinach and Boursin cheese. You could, if you wanted to, maybe not go the so healthy light route and wrap it in some prosciutto. You could stuff it with a different kind of cheese if you wanted to.
Well, one thing that we were talking about was when we had done the prosciutto wrapped chicken back in the very beginning of cooking with Katie.
When we made the arugula melon salad.
Yes. And so we were talking about doing the stuffed chicken and wrapping it in prosciutto, and then I was like, it was New Year, and I think the sodium would...
Yeah, with the sodium, you'd wake up definitely like, oh my God, my rings don't fit. Which is pretty much how I spent all of Christmas break. I just woke up and ate and drank, and then it was on repeat for a solid 2.5 weeks. Really since Thanksgiving, if we're being honest. And we needed to lighten things up. So this is a good way to start. The each chicken breast, and they're large, you'll see, is about 400 calories. I really plan on eating half, although I want to make sure that I get enough protein. We're going to eyeball this and add about 2 cups of spinach. You know how spinach does. It's going to wilt down to nothing. So we want to make sure that we have enough to stuff our 4 chicken breasts. Oh, and we're above. Hi. We got the new iPad Pro for Christmas so that we can be doing the switcher for everybody, which is the name of the program. I know it's kind of boring stuff, but the name of the program that we're using so that y'all can see.
And pray that it doesn't cut out like it did
Yes.
the other day. But I think that's because we had a very, very, very old iPad that
Yeah.
was trying to run it.
Add just a little bit more spinach and cook this down.
Antonio gave us citrus mint spritzer.
I like it. The citrus mint spritzer. It is a spritzer. It's totally a spritzer. It's really light and very refreshing. So you're feeling like you're having a cocktail, but you don't feel bad about it. Over Christmas, I did have several espresso martinis, chocolate martinis. That's when I was out with my girlfriends. We were drinking a lot of wine. All right, while this is wilting down, I'm going to start preparing or at least getting ready to prepare my chicken breasts. And I just went at the butcher section of the grocery store. Slide all this out of the way. Got the chicken breasts.
Which,
That
by
was
the way, if anybody that goes to Teeter, that's a secret thing for the butcher case for your chicken.
Yeah.
Get your chicken at the butcher case.
Yeah, it's like what, $1.99 a pound, I think, for the
Yeah.
fresh chicken, or the chicken that hasn't, maybe it's been frozen, I don't know, but it's not frozen when I buy it, and it's not in the packaging, so you can really customize how many pieces of chicken you want, because, you know, sometimes I don't need 7 chicken breasts. I could freeze them, I suppose, but sometimes I need more than 2. So it's nice to kind of just buy them individually. All right, we're wilting down our spinach. You see, it's already like nothing.
Yeah. See, that it pretty much goes away. That was a whole package.
Almost. You know, it really was. And I have a little bit more. The recipe, which, by the way, will be at cookingwithkatieandacocktail.com. Our recipe is 2 cups of fresh spinach, which will be cooked down, and we're going to add it to our Boursin cheese. This is just in the cheese section of your grocery store. Boursin cheese. It's I don't want to say it's like cream cheese, but it is soft like a cream cheese. And this one I've chosen to use the garlic and fine herbs, or herbs as some people like to say, because I prefer that flavor. I like garlic everything. Ben came home the other day, and I had cooked something that called for, I think, what was I making? It was the herb.
But it was 2 times. It was cauliflower soup, and then there was something else. Just recently, it was like Tuesday or whatever.
Well,
Monday, maybe.
And I had made an herb, like a marinade from.
It was the thing from Vivian Howard.
Yes, it was from my girl Vivian, and it called for 20 cloves of garlic that you had to put into. You're basically braising or poaching this garlic, all these 20 cloves of garlic. So you're cooking it in the olive oil, low and slow, for what, 20-25 minutes. And I mean, the house was smelling. And by the way, my smell and my taste starting to come back. I could definitely smell the garlic that day. All right, this is going. So what we're gonna do is take our Boursin cheese and get it into our bowl. I'm gonna scrape this so I get all of it. Because I mean, this stuff's a little expensive when you're not buying it on sale. I didn't tell Ben that. I just bought it.
I bought the Gruyere the last time and
Yeah.
I had a heart attack.
So when you see this kind of cheese on sale, buy it. And the Laughing Cow too. A lot of Laughing Cow. When that's on sale, I always stock up because those are good. And pretty much approved on every single weight loss program you might be following. The Laughing Cow cheese is full of flavor. I also prefer that one to be the garlic and herb as well.
It's also good for mashed potatoes.
Yeah. So yeah, like not like a cream cheese, but kind of a soft cheese that is very flavorful because of all the herbs and the spices that are in it. All right, I don't want this to get down so wilty that I can't use it to stuff in my chicken breast, so...
You can add more spinach.
Yes, I could. Might
Go
as well,
for it.
right?
Go for it.
Yeah, it's only
It's all
this
going to go
much.
away.
This is very, Mrs. Chris, I feel like you have to say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying the show.
Thank you. How are the kids doing back there?
They're having a great time.
Good. And Maisie? Maisie's not being too annoying? She probably
Maisie got
is.
to have a piece of hot dog. She's happy.
She's a happy girl then. Mrs. Chris watches our children, as I've told you many, many times. But Mrs. Chris also watches the show every week, and she gives some really great feedback. So we're happy to have her here for a lot of reasons, but also because I know that she'll say, you should tweak the recipe a little bit this way, or you know, it's very helpful because I'm always trying to be a better cook. Okay, while that wilts down, since we basically started over, I'm going to show you how we're going to be doing our chicken, and I'll have to wash my hands in between. But I have 4 very large chicken breasts. Those are the big ones.
That's not too bad.
I mean, that's
It's pretty
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
This
did they
was
do?
like,
What did they do to that one section?
I don't know what happened to it. But it was like 4 pounds of chicken, almost 4 pounds, so 4 pieces.
I mean, I saw one. I got one time that was like a turkey hybrid. Is what it looked like. It was so big.
I know, that kind of makes me sad to hear that, though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you want it to be a healthy chicken. BRB. Okay, so I'll take one of these, and can you see this, Ben? I guess, yeah, you can, right?
I can
now
see wherever you want me to.
Okay, good.
Look.
All right, so let me...
Even though that's kind of over to the side, but it's okay.
Well, I can't move it now.
Yep.
All right, so here's our chicken breast. What we're going to do, we're going to take our very sharp knife, and I'm going to turn this chicken breast onto its side, and we're going to create a pocket in this chicken breast that's going to hold all of our delicious fillings. So, hold it on its side with your sharp knife.
I haven't sharpened that knife in a little while.
Oh, this one's still pretty sharp.
Good.
Go down to almost like you're butterflying it or filleting it, and open up the chicken breast, but not all the way. Make sure that pocket is in there.
Yeah, if you need to do a like not so deep pocket at first, and then you can go back through with your knife and open it up a little bit bigger if you need to.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go all the way through with your first cut.
Made that mistake. All right, so then there.
You have toothpicks on both sides. Oops, sorry.
Can you see this part?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to create a pocket. I'm going to do that very quickly for the other 3. And then I think we'll be able to add the spinach to the cheese mix. We're making basically a healthier version of a cheese dip that we're going to be stuffing into these chicken breasts. And anytime you say cheese dip, I'm in. Create your little pocket. And I'm going to be using some white wine in this recipe. You certainly can use chicken broth if you don't want to use white wine. That'll work just fine. Or you can use water if you don't have any chicken broth.
Your sister Molly says that she loves your
Hi.
niece's sweatshirt.
Thank you. I do too. I think that I did not, I think when I was in the middle of explaining how and why this sweatshirt came to be, that's when our feed cut out last time. So when I'm stuffing these chicken breasts, I'll fill you in on how and why this sweatshirt is now in my, now I own it.
Yes, and Katie also loves your niece's hoodie.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. Got another name for the cocktail? The Fresca Mint.
Ooh, that sounds good. Fresca mint. All right, you guys, this is finito. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna stir this spinach. Sorry, I know that's boring, but it's very necessary. All right.
Ooh.
I didn't want it to, a little bit is stuck down to the bottom. Come on, spinach. You know normally this takes like half of a second, right? But get it all wilted down. The Fresca mint. I like that name. I feel like with
Very fresh.
my, oh yeah, I feel like with my suggestion of the Frescojito, which is really combining two words. One word directly attached to the other one.
Probably
It's
some
not even
sort
a
of
good combo.
some sort of infringement on the name too.
Probably.
Oh,
All right.
Wish.
What?
I could only wish to have this kind of publicity.
Okay, we are going to add our spinach into the cheese. And the hotness is going to kind of add, or I guess go a little bit quicker of the melting of the cheese. Make it nice and easy to spread into the chicken breasts. Scraping here.
Okay, and everybody can, now that we've turned off the thing, can hear the kids.
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Yeah.
I did make them some hot dogs wrapped in crescent rolls because clearly they're not eating healthier in 2021.
They know what they like.
All right. You could, if you wanted to, add some extra cheeses to this to make it really creamy. I did purchase some Swiss today. Not really sure if Boursin was the way that I wanted to go, but I just love it and it's so flavorful that it did, it did make the cut. It won over the Swiss, but Swiss and prosciutto, Swiss and Gruyere would be delicious. Just your typical cordon bleu, if you will. Only we're not breading this chicken, which is one of the reasons why it is healthy. I say that as I've made what looks to be one of the most delicious spinach dips of all time. Just incorporate your cheese. And then we are going to eyeball it, but portion this out into 4 individual portions and stuff it into our chicken breast. Now I think everybody keeps their toothpicks in old pill jars, right? We do. So have your toothpicks ready because...
I will say that came about because those toothpicks were all over the drawer where they were.
Yeah.
They were like, every time I'd open it up and I'd go to pick up the toothpicks, they're in that little bag and the bag was always open.
Well, that's
because
that little box, you know,
Yeah,
the box
the
that they
little-
come in
yeah.
always breaks.
that high,
Yeah.
high strength shipping material box that they put in.
Yeah. I'm just getting some things ready before we do the stuffing of the chicken breast because my hands are going to be chickeny after. In the same pan, which is really cool that we're not dirtying up a whole bunch of stuff, over some medium heat, I'm going to add a little bit more of some olive oil. I'd say a tablespoon into there. And then we're going to add about a tablespoon of butter. Just kind of hopefully ensures that there won't be any burning going on since you have the 2 different kinds of fats, but you never know. All right, I'm not going to turn that on just yet because I don't know how long this stuffing of the chicken breast is going to take and I don't want any of that to burn. So here we go. Wish me luck. All right, we're going to take our very first chicken breast and we're going to, again, eyeball the filling. What did he say?
I don't know.
Oh.
So who wants to ride? I don't know. Henry has a police station that he got for Christmas, and he is all about that police station.
He loves it.
Like he's now got it in our living room, on the coffee table, and he has all kinds of adventures with it.
And the Playmobil police station was originally promised to him.
Mm-hmm.
What? What? Well, yes, Santa brought it, is what my husband's trying to say. Yes, but it was originally promised to him when he turned 3, which was a year ago, because he said that he was going to start sleeping in his own bed and he was going to start eating vegetables. And that didn't happen. So the police station that we had was returned. I think that he really didn't even know that we had it. And then Santa brought the police station that he has right now, and he's so happy with it. That's always very exciting.
And he ate a couple of vegetables this week.
He did. He ate carrots, mostly because my sister, via FaceTime, threatened him and said that he needed to eat them or she was going to give him a spank. Jokingly, right? Because she doesn't live in this area. But anyway, he did it. He ate 4 carrots because he was 4, and we FaceTimed her, and he ate them live on FaceTime. And then he ate green beans, and he ate... Tonight he's eating green beans, so whatever. I'll take it. I'm very happy.
He had lima beans and...
Oh, and corn. Yeah. That was on New Year's. We had that. All right. Look at all this cheesy deliciousness.
Going over today's activities in school.
Very important. All right, bring this over here. And then, while your hands are still chickeny, you're going to take some of these toothpicks.
That was a very stuffed chicken.
Yeah, very stuffed chicken, but the chicken breasts are so big.
Yeah.
So I was able to make a deep canal, if you will. And you're just going, I'll go through there. You're just gonna secure it with your toothpicks.
Molly was just confirming it wasn't her.
No, it was not. It was, yeah.
A very wicked aunt.
Right. Well, yes. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, you know.
Looks good. Are you gonna
Kinda.
cook them that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Like sitting up like that.
Oh, no. I'm going to salt.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. Because what we're going to do, essentially, is when I get them in the pan, I am going to add some salt and pepper to the outside. We're going to use Jane's Crazy Salt. We love Jane's Crazy Salt. It has a lot of herbs and spices in it. Sorry, I'm just piercing some chicken flesh. And just adds really great flavor. And you don't have to use a ton of it. And some pepper. I have a feeling that a lot of this stuffing is going to come out. But you know what? You could just scoop it up and make it kind of like a little bit of a pan sauce. And you're not adding any extra. All right, let's start with 2. Okay? Let me wash my hands. That way we're not overcrowding the pan either. All right, I'll get this guy on. Heat it up, and I'm gonna salt the outside.
Did anybody get themselves a induction cooktop or burner or anything for Christmas? Or anybody get a Le Creuset for Christmas?
Heard they were having some pretty good deals.
Mm-hmm. I swear we've used this thing. We use it for everything. We use it for the good dishes, and then also the hamburger helpers of the world.
Did say to Ben, this thing has single-handedly paid for itself with the amount of times that we have made hamburger helper in it. And I'm sure, like I said one time before, that if the people from Le Creuset are listening, they're probably cringing or rolling over in their graves. You made what? We made hamburger helper in it. All right, butter and the olive oil in the pan. We're going to take our very large, very stuffed chicken breasts.
Oh yeah, those are huge.
They are, aren't they? So big. And we're gonna sear the one side, sear the other side. While that's going, I'll continue to. Here's my chicken. That's gonna go for about 3 minutes or until it's brown on one side. I'm doing the above view. Hi, bud.
What is that?
I'm not sure.
What is that?
Chicken.
You got all kinds of visitors. See Maisie's tail.
Hi, Maisie.
She's like, get me out of here. Get me away from those crazy kids. Ooh. Haley said that she got a toaster oven style air fryer.
Hey!
Yeah, it's
kind
kinda
of like
like-
the one we
Yeah, we
have.
got a little air fryer built in ours too.
We love it and we use it all the time. I mean, seriously, all the time.
And Haley's the one that commented in the very beginning about the skinny. She actually said it was called Skinny Mixes. So it's
Oh.
not Skinny Girl related,
Okay.
I don't think. And she said they use it for milkshakes and some people use it in coffee and tons of drinks and different things. So
Okay, cool.
I
will
guess
check
it's
it out.
some kind of maybe some kind of sweetener, kind of like a
Like a
stevia.
syrup? Or
Yeah,
like-
maybe like a syrup
Okay.
type.
I will check it out. This seems to be going pretty well.
Nothing's caught on fire yet.
Why?
Because I think I know where the fire extinguisher is.
Ben, stop joking about that. It's not funny.
Well, you got the smoke alarms for Christmas.
I did. Well, the kids are doing first of all, we should have them in the home. Now we do. Second of all, kids are doing a lot of fire safety, and they're asking us, like, what's the fire plan? And when I have to say to them, I don't know right now, but now we do. We're good. We're good. All right, so about 3 minutes aside, and then to make them not really dry, we're gonna add a half of a cup of wine, which the alcohol cooks off, but it does add some really great flavor. And we're going to cover it. And then you want your chicken to be 165. Just letting y'all know that in case this takes way longer than I anticipate. Again, the recipe at cookingwithkatieandAcocktail.com. 3 more minutes. Maybe like a minute, another minute. Then we'll just flip it over.
And the meat will let you know when it's ready to flip because it'll start to release better. Like instead of being stuck to the pan, it'll.
And there was oil and butter down, so it's not like it was just chicken,
Smells good.
chicken flesh onto the, a hot enamel pan. So it will release. The fun part is going to be trying to flip these without getting the stuffing to come oozing out.
I will go get a little spatula over there.
Yeah, I have my knife, but it might be a good idea. Ready. By the way, got these from the Allstate kitchen supply store or Allstate supply store, and I took the kids in there. Hi, if you're watching or if you're tuned in, they listen to Jared and Katie in the morning, which is awesome. But I took the kids in there to get these tongs for Ben for Christmas. He specifically asked for this kind, and so I took them to the Allstate kitchen supply store. It was really fun to shop around in there with them. They wanted a pizza pan. I told them, do not go near the industrial stoves because we cannot afford one of those in this kitchen right now. I didn't want them playing with any of the buttons or handles. But we were just going around, and they're well versed, I think, in the kitchen. They know the different things. We're always in the kitchen cooking, and they were asking for like little ramekins because we use those all the time, and I think we brought home another half sheet pan, and yeah. All right, about 3 minutes per side. Ooh, look how beautiful! Can you see? All right.
Oh yeah.
Stay in there, filling. Stay in there. All right, another 3 minutes or so on the other side. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, spin it all around.
Yeah. No, this one not as golden brown, but that's okay. I want it to dry out. All right, another 3 minutes or so on this side. And then we add our wine. I'm just using a Chardonnay that was left open in the fridge. Ben's dad so kindly left it for us. So, just gonna use that. Again, chicken stock works here, water works here.
So
You know,
for
whatever you have.
So for the sake of time, each side for 3 or so minutes, just to brown it up, seal the juices
Seal
in,
the juices in, get the crispy outer.
and then half a cup of wine,
Yeah.
and then cover it up and
Cover it up and
let it
then
roll.
just get it to 165 in the thickest part. Now that your filling is in there, so you really want to make sure that you're getting your thermometer. And this is the kind that we use, by the way. We love this thermometer. I think I've used it on the program before and raved about how awesome it is. But it's just the Thermotemp or Thermapen.
Thermapen.
And we love it, and we use it all the time. So it's really great, just a digital read thermometer. And so you want, of course, chicken 165. And when that's done, pull it out and let it sit for just a little while. I will, because, you know, I don't know if this is, I don't want to hold you up if you're busy cooking your own dinner, but we're going to add the wine and then cover it up and just let it go until, you know, about, I would say 6 to 7 minutes, but depending on how gigantic your chicken breasts are, you're going to have to take its temperature. So when it reaches 165, take it out and let it rest before cutting into it. I think a half of a chicken breast is plenty.
Yeah.
Together, although these are on the larger side, about 400 calories with the stuffing in there. So, you know, light. You got your cocktail. Ben's gonna have, we're gonna serve Ben's with some mashed potatoes and some Brussels sprouts. I have a little bit of cauliflower left over, so I'm gonna pair it with some cauliflower and hopefully still be on the wagon the next time I see you, this time next week. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to check out cookingwithkatie@thecocktail.com. I'll post the photos and I'll do that on Facebook too. Good night.